Hello YouTube, welcome to another episode with Dad with a Bike. And today we're going to have a quick conversation, probably be a short one, about the recent announcement today, which was on the Indian FTR. Anyway, we'll talk about it because I was a little saddened. But anyway, we'll touch on it a little bit. I'll give you my feelings on it. Especially given that I love the Indian motorcycle brand so much. So anyway, if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on this announcement and what I hope they do next, stick around. We'll talk about it. I spy with my little eye a Lotus, which I want to see closer because I like Lotus. Come on. Oh, that's the Lotus Evora. That is a nice, badass car. I love Lotus. Man, they are some of the coolest, most well-performing cars. I've gotten to test ride one before, a long time ago. And man, they are amazing cars. That one, sadly, is no longer going to be made. I think after this year, they're supposed to be replacing it with something else. I think Lotus is going to do an announcement on that car. But that is a nice bike, or a nice car. The Evora GT, about $130,000 car, give or take. Anyway. I like finding nice cars out on rides. We'll snuggle in behind him. Take a look at his butt. Pretty nice, isn't it?
A few moments later.
Alright everybody, thanks for sticking around. So first and foremost, if you came across this video, do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe, notify. Join the family, help me grow the channel, all that good stuff. I do Patreon. And also anything that I make off this channel, I will turn around and put it right back in the channel in the form of giveaways and all that good stuff. I do this for fun, not for a job. So you get what you get, and it's all usually pretty good. So let's dive into this announcement that Indian made. So they kind of had a lot of fanfare. I freaking hate you, red light. Alright, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it. I'm sitting at this red light. So, they kind of drew a whole lot of attention to it. You know, they put out a video, kind of teased a lot. I got excited. I think everybody in the Indian community got excited because you just didn't really know what the heck they were going to be presenting or what they were going to be announcing. I think a lot of us had hopes and dreams. Boy, I did have a lot of hopes and dreams on what they were going to announce on the 26th. But, you know, there's a second announcement that's coming, I think, on like the 9th of February. So they've got another one coming. And hopefully that announcement is more for me, or more for my type of riding than was the folks who ride the FTR. That's the premise of it, is we're going to talk about that. I'll touch on some things they announced, but it's all out there on the interwebs now, so it's Googleable. And I'll post some links and stuff too, but it's all out there. You can find it. No reason for me to go through all the details of the FTR, but I do want to give you an opinion on it. We'll give you an op-ed on what I think about it. Alrighty, so my thoughts on it are this. So basically what they did was they took a bunch of feedback that they got when they launched the FTR over the past, you know, a couple of years or whatever, and they did a bunch of rework on it, and I think they tried to bring some of the features and the capabilities out that people were asking for, but the FTR just isn't, you know, my bag. And the primary reason it isn't my bag, and you know, it's a bummer, it really is the price point. So the entry price point for that bike is like 13 grand, and you know, it goes all the way up to as high as like I think 17 or so, and then when you start customizing it and you add your own stuff to it, etc., etc., I mean, it gets pricey. So when you look at really what the FTR is, the bike itself, you know, it's a standard sport naked bike. Call it what you will, that's who it's competing against, and there is absolutely no way that they're going to be able to carve a market out just for the Indian FTR, primarily for a couple reasons. One is the tank itself is too dang small, so you can't go compete in any other classes, so you're stuck in that sport naked class, and there are some competitors in that class. Get around this dude. Can I move anywhere? Little Alfa Romeo. Anyway, there's a lot of bikes in that class that have been around for a while and that have a lot of fanfare. So if you look at, you know, just performance specifications, and then maybe if you throw in some of the upgrades that you can get on it, you're looking at competing with things like the MT-09, Z series from Kawasaki, GSXS series from Suzuki, Honda, the Honda lineup for their sport naked, and so on. There's a lot of people in that market, and for you to come out and say that you're going to charge that much for that bike in that market, and I don't know. I mean, people buy the Indian FTR because I think they probably buy it, you know, for the name and for the nostalgia. I mean, FTR is cool as hell. You know, flat track racing, that's really what you're getting. But you know what you're getting for the money? Man, I don't know. You know? So if you just talk about power plant, you know, you're what, 120 horsepower, I don't know, 85 or 90 pound-foot torque. You know, that's what they say. You know, when you throw it on a dyno, that's not what it's going to do. And you know, like I said, $13,000 to $17,000. You know, that's kind of crazy in my book, because you know, I have buddies with MT-09s. Hell, you can go buy an MT-10 cheaper than that. You know, the competition's pretty heavy. So, man, I don't know. I mean, I wish them luck. I wish Indian luck, and I wish anybody who buys an FTR luck. I hope it's like the best bike for you in the world, but you know, it's just not for me. If I was going to go spend the money on a sport naked, because that's what it is, a sport naked, you know, I'd probably go buy the MT-09 and maybe spend a little bit more money and get an MT-10 and call it done. But you know, we'll see. So I was kind of like, I don't know, not bothered, disappointed. How about that? I was disappointed with the announcement because I was hoping they're going to do something else. I mean, I love Indian products and I love their motorcycles so much. And trust me, believe me, I love the way the FTR looks. I like the idea of the FTR, just don't like the price tag. But you know, here before too long, I'm going to be moving up out of this, you know, bobber into a, you know, something that's lets me do a bit more touring as my kids go off to college. You know, I'm gonna get out and ride and tour more. So I was kind of hoping Indian would offer some changes to the current lineup that they have. We're introducing a new style that's kind of in between that's kind of like the Challenger. So here's my thing. I like the Challenger engine. I don't like the Challenger. I don't like the way the Challenger looks. And I like the way the Chieftain looks, the Chieftain. And I would really like to see that engine in a bike like that. Something similar. Something where, you know, you're getting a water-cooled, high-performing, high-revving engine in a bagger-style bike. That's, you know, not as horrifically ugly as the Challenger. I mean, But that's my opinion. You know, don't hate me. Don't dislike the video because that's my opinion. But that's what I'm hoping, you know. Or, hell, I would be just ridiculously excited if you were able to get that that same engine plant in like a Springfield or something of that nature. But, you know, I digress. Anyway, I'm going to stop off in here real quick, and I'm going to pick up a my motor cackle vest. So we'll be back in just a second once I pick this thing up, and we'll close this thing out and we'll call it a video. Skirt. So we'll be back in just a second. Alrighty, y'all. So anyway, those are my opinions. I was saddened at the announcement. I thought it was going to be something bigger and cooler. It's probably super awesome for anybody interested in that FTR. FTR is not for me. Too big of a price tag for a bike like that. I can get a better one with Yamaha. I'm sorry, Indian, but that's the truth of it all. However, hopefully that February 9th announcement that they make has some goodies in store for me, and we'll see. And maybe they'll introduce or announce a bike that gets me off my bobber. That'll be hard because I love this bike. Good God, I love this bike. But anyway, so thank you all for listening. This is really me just complaining or giving you all my opinion, being sad for a minute, but that's all right. So thank y'all for sticking around, and y'all take it easy. Y'all be nice to one another, and spend some time. Go check out the FTR on Indian's website, and you know, form your own opinion. And to that end, I will bid you adieu, and y'all have a good one. Peace.